leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 10.
A community in pain after a 3-year-old found dead.
We have found Major Harris, unfortunately deceased.
Tonight, why the family is criticizing the city's investigation.
We have to turn that anger into action now.
An impromptu vigil by those who helped search for Major Harris. Their hope, his death and that of his mother, sparked change to end violence in the city. And breaking news, the State Department of Justice is taking on the special counsel investigating Wisconsin's elections. The investigators move the Attorney General wants a judge to block.
But with a heavy heart, I'd like to pass that we have found Major Harris, unfortunately deceased.
Yeah. This day started with hope of finding missing 3-year-old Major Harris. It ended in heartbreak. After an Amber Alert and days of searching, police found his body in a container next to garbage cans near 35th and Roar. That spot is nearly 4 miles from where police found Major Harris's mother shot and killed 1 week ago. Tonight, we will take you through this case, including what we know about when and where everything happened.
We will start with the discovery of the little boy's body near 35th and Roar. 12 News' Courtney Sisk leads off our live coverage with the investigation into the child's death. Courtney?
Well, Joyce, just a devastating ending to the search for 3-year-old Major Harris. Tonight, the community and his family overcome with emotion.
Hell no, man!
A week-long investigation ends in tragedy Thursday afternoon. Police discovered missing 3-year-old Major Harris's body near North 35th and Roar in Milwaukee.
Our community is suffering. Too many times this has happened. And it's just a terrible situation.
Harris went missing a week ago after police found his mother's body in the backyard of a Milwaukee home. It sparked a statewide severe Amber Alert and days of searching.
We want to prevent these kind of situations, but if something like this happens, that everyone steps up as soon as possible. And this was a community effort.
Thursday afternoon, dozens of police and community members combed through the area near 35th and Center, but it was nearly 4 miles north where they discovered Major's body in a container next to trash cans.
Milwaukee dropped the ball. Milwaukee should have been
The devastation showed when the community search party heard the news, criticizing the city's investigation.
The family was critical of the time it took, they say, for the police to get involved in a mount a large-scale search like we saw today. Did you respond to that?
Again, we have to be strategic in our resources being utilized. It's not that you can just run after, and this is a big resource of putting together, so it's strategic, but we also understand the urgency and the seriousness. We continue to be there for our community when we have situations like this.
And we asked police tonight how long the boy's body might have been there. They would not say at this time.
More information to come. Courtney Sisk, thank you. And information from arrests related to the killing of Major's mother prompted that new search today, which ultimately led them to Major's body at 35th and Roar. Mallory Munzenberger is from Onalaska in western Wisconsin, but police found her shot and killed in the backyard of a house in Milwaukee at 37th and Clark. That happened last Thursday. Police named this man, Jaheim Clark, as the main suspect in her murder, but police say he died by suicide Sunday. That happened at a home near 41st and Custer. Police now say others may have helped him, relatives and acquaintances.
I would say in total we made 6 arrests in total.
At this time, everything is connected to Mallory. As mentioned yesterday, there's nothing connected to Major at this time.
Of the 6 people arrested yesterday, police say 2 remained in custody today.
Munzenberger's family issued a statement at 12 News earlier today before the discovery of Major Harris's body. They wrote, in part, "We are heartbroken as we prepare to say our final goodbyes to Mallory, who was taken from us in such a violent fashion. Mallory was a beautiful, kind soul who loved her little boy with all of her heart. She raised him as a single mother, working 2 jobs at times, trying to provide for him. Mallory became involved in a life she never shared with our family. She was much too private. She was an honest person with too much trust, we have found out." Police said the 25-year-old and her son came to Milwaukee from their home in western Wisconsin October 9th. It's still not clear why. The autopsy for Major Harris is scheduled for tomorrow to determine how he died. Investigative reporter Derek Rose is outside the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's office tonight. Derek?
Yeah, Patrick, not just the cause of death, but that report could also reveal when Major Harris died and how that might fit into the timeline, along with the 2 other deaths in this investigation. Now, many people who are out there helping with the search may not have known Major Harris or his family directly, but their role in this investigation and the search essentially made them extended family. We saw that near the site where police found his body, and after police had left that area, dozens came together to pray for Major's family, for each other, and especially our children.
We're not supposed to be burying our children. As we all know, our children are supposed to be burying us as life goes on and the legacy continues through them. So this is about sending the word out to families. This is about sending the word out to our judicial system, to our justice system, to our criminal system. That it's time for a restructuring, it's time for a gutting out, it's time for just a redoing of everything.
And according to the Amber Alert Twitter feed, there were 3 Amber Alerts canceled across the country today, including the one here in Milwaukee. And of those 3, the Major Harris case was the only one, Patrick, where the child did not come home alive.
Derek Rose in Milwaukee tonight. Derek, thank you.
Landmarks in Milwaukee are lit in purple tonight on what has been designated a National Day of Action for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Milwaukee's Office of Violence Prevention says it's important for people to speak up.
If you know someone that's in danger or may it be in an abusive situation, definitely helping them get help. So definitely reaching out is really important.
Recapping today's breaking news, Milwaukee police confirmed they found the body of Major Harris this afternoon. It was in a container outside near some garbage cans in the area of 35th and Roar. The discovery ends a nearly week-long search, which prompted an Amber Alert Saturday. We'll post any new specifics we get in this case on the 12 News app and on WISN.com.
Right now, Milwaukee police say they need help finding family members of a little boy found alone tonight. Take a look at your screen. Police think he's about 2 years old. Someone found him near 24th and Greenfield Avenue around 7:20 tonight. If you know who he is, call Milwaukee police. Weather Watch 12 now. Our first frost arrives tonight. Mark, some places are already in the 30s.
Temperatures dropping quickly, especially in the areas that have clear skies. We've got lighter winds out there. And yeah, our coldest air mass of the season. Temperature right now at Elkhart Lake, 40 degrees there at Road America. Yeah, if you're in this area, you need to be ready for those temperatures cooling off very rapidly. Just outside the Road America, down to 37 degrees, 37 in Hartford, 38 degrees. These are the actual temperatures right now. So it is cold. It's close to frost, and we have a frost advisory in effect for all of southeastern Wisconsin. The plants you need to worry about tonight, the plants will be okay. I'll have the answers to that coming up in Weather Watch 12.
The Wisconsin Department of Justice is asking the judge to block Michael Gableman, the attorney overseeing the GOP election review, from enforcing subpoenas targeting the Wisconsin Elections Commission. Attorney General Josh Kaul argues the subpoenas are unlawful and unenforceable. 12 News' Matt Smith learned today Gableman is scheduling new interviews with local election officials.
It's a move likely to spark a new standoff in the controversial review of the 2020 election.
The work happening in secret at this office complex in Brookfield. 12 News has learned Michael Gableman, the special counsel overseeing the review, is beginning to set new dates to demand election officials show up to testify.
We keep getting really mixed messages from Attorney Gableman.
Officials in Madison and Milwaukee say in recent days, Gableman's team started setting new depositions for mid-November. Sources saying they were told as recently as yesterday to expect those interviews be conducted in private, a move mayors and election officials say they'll reject.
If we're going to talk about our elections and if we are going to participate in an investigation which is funded with taxpayer dollars, then that should be out in the open air.
The groundwork now being laid for a potential legal fight over Republicans' attempts to investigate the 2020 election and subpoenas targeting Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Kenosha, and Racine.
I mean, they could have just called and asked if we'd attend a hearing. I don't know, I'd had to get to all this.
Gableman in a 12 News interview last week.
Honestly, I wish the media would start asking the question, why are people opposed to my office taking a look at this? Why, all I'm doing is exercising the citizens' right to understand what happened during the administration and the planning of their public election.
Election officials and the courts have repeatedly said the election was administered properly. Negotiations over this potential testimony still ongoing between Gableman and election officials. In Milwaukee, I'm Matt Smith, WISN 12 News.
Gableman has said he will issue a public report when the review is complete. The investigation could now last through the end of the year.
Kenosha County Sheriff's deputies say they shot a Chicago homicide suspect at least twice near a gas station. It happened around 11:15 this morning near Highways 50 and 45 in Bristol. Authorities said after a traffic stop, the man ran off. That's when deputies sent out a police canine named Riggs. Sheriff David Beth says the suspect shot the canine in the head before deputies shot the suspect. Both the man and dog underwent surgery today. In the coronavirus pandemic, Wisconsin reported 2,224 new COVID cases today. 19 more people died.
Testing for dangerous bacteria, the new at-home test kit that you can buy and check for yourself. So does it really work? I'm pulling out the swabs and checking my own house.
And the frosty weather won't last too long. We'll warm back to the 60s next in Weather Watch 12.
Hey there, I'm Diana Gutierrez. Join us tomorrow morning on 12 News This Morning. We're going to tell you what you can do this weekend to join the fight against prescription drug and opioid abuse. And the Milwaukee Public Market is getting a new restaurant. Molly.
Plus, wake up knowing what to wear with my forecast. We'll see you tomorrow morning starting at 4:30.